Opening up the saga.
All right. Okay, guys, we're live. Good morning, Onion Lake and Treaty 6, surrounding communities, all the viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of our seventh generation podcast. Yeah, I have a group in here with me. I'll show it on the camera. But I think for now, I'll hand the floor to Miss Trista over here. um, yeah, wherever you want to go with this, just introduce the program and
All
what you
right.
guys are doing and all that kind of stuff.
Well, good morning, Onion Lake Cree Nation and around the world. Hey, this TikTok, because I'm TikTok live. I just want to say happy Friday. This is the empowerment program that I created. Actually, Lydia Lewis from Employment Training Center Careers reached out to me and asked like if I wanted to do a program, and it was going to be 4 weeks, and it's for people on social assistance to just help them like create confidence, build self-esteem, give them tools to get on to the next step of their life, whatever it is. So that's what we did for the last 4 weeks. We worked on communication skills, setting boundaries, just like, getting comfortable with themselves and doing self-care and working on themselves inside and out. We also did like fitness classes, cooking classes, and just trying to like build their confidence in all aspects of life. And yeah, just get them used to being in class every day and from 9 to 3. So when the program does end, they'll be able to, go to school or get a job or go to their next step, whatever it is they choose, like a career. That's what this whole program was designed for, was like to help them, open their eyes, because a lot of them were shy at first. And that's what I told them too when I was Gayasa Spinuma. He just natives never take nothing serious. No, it's so funny, right? Because like I've been a hairdresser since I was 18, and like I'm into personal fitness, and I believe in like holistic wellness. I really take care of myself mentally and physically and spiritually. So like I was really grateful that I had the opportunity to share what I believe in and like how to empower them, like giving them the tools that I use, and not saying that they have to follow my steps, but they could like, take what they need for themselves so they can keep going. And it's kind of sad because like, we all got used to each other. Hey, and like it's the last day, and I don't know. I hope it's not the last class. So hopefully, I have another group. But I told them, like, you guys are my first group. It's never going to be the same because, like, I learned a lot from them, and they're a part of my story now. So, like, whenever somebody asks me about this program, I'm going to always talk about this group of people that I was with for 4 weeks. So, yeah, there's like 9 of us right now.
9. Yeah, I was gonna ask how many like signed up
Mhm.
and did like how many completed.
Yeah. So there's 9 who are graduating today. And it's kind of tough because like just getting back into a routine, being in a classroom every day, that's like the hardest part, right? Like when you're trying to get back into the workforce, when you're trying to like take yourself out of that comfort zone. Because I know from experience when I was on social assistance, it was really hard for me to get back into a routine. So that's what we tried to create in this program, was a routine, and then just like just empowering them.
Deadly. So 9. So there's 9 here today.
Yeah.
um, I seen your video the other day. If you want to touch on that a little bit, Lakeland College.
Oh yeah. So I'm friends with Jasmine, who is the Indigenous liaison at the Lakeland College. And it's funny because I met her at Fight Farm because I kickbox, and she's like, I'm from Onion Lake. I'm like, really? Because, she's light skinned, she's white passing, and we never give those people a chance. And she's like, yeah, my Google was late Lucy Carter. And I was like, what? Real small world. So now she works at Lakeland College, and I was able to connect with her, and I was able to tell her, what the program was about. And I wanted my class to go to Lakeland and to meet her and to just to let them know that they have support there. They have people there, because when I went to Lakeland College when I was 17 years old, we didn't have the support. It was like Indigenous people at the college was a minority. Like I didn't even see any Native people in the hallway, and now we have like Indigenous room at Lakeland College, and they have a whole team there for us people. So it was really good that when we went there, they gave us a tour on the whole school, all the programs they offer. And she just really told them like, I'm here to support you guys, whatever it is, even if you need help with at home, not only school, like if you need a babysitter, like they're there to like they really care about us and they really want to help us. So that's what we did when we went to Lakeland. It was a really good tour. Hey, like I want to go to school. Yeah, I want to go back.
So from there, you guys went to the goat, or
Yeah. So no, it was this. It's funny because like Lydia had the classroom book for a driver's class. She's like, what can you do tomorrow? And then I said, well, I should Facebook message the goat. I'm gonna shoot my shot. So I messaged them like, hey, my name is Trista Badger. I have this program, and then they just said, sure, come on in. I was just like, what? They like really like they were really nice, like real humble people. Hey, like real like come on in. Like it was such a good experience, and just to see like the how it is, hey, their office, how everything's run and everything. So it was really fun to go there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool what you're doing, and along with Satiscastan, right, with Lydia and them, and what the program you developed. I think it's really cool because a lot of times, it's like a springboard, or it helps you like get back on your feet, or it gives you some direction, or whatever, right? Introducing like the participants to the different opportunities that are out there, and kind of just showing them like things that they can tap into. Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Lydia and their program for doing this, and especially utilizing like one of our own local people like like I think that's really awesome. And yeah, and yeah, like I'd like to talk to you more about this another time. So before we move on, like what was it like creating the program?
Honestly, I had what do you call that, imposter syndrome, because I was just like, what what can I put into this program that's gonna help them? Like I really thought about it, and it gave me anxiety. I was getting anxious, but then I started writing down everything that I feel like helped me in all ways, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And then I started writing it down, and I had it on a vision board. I had like, how am I going to make this flow, like from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 to week 4. So week 1, I really touch base on just building fundamentals like communication, setting boundaries, and like just opening up their shell at first, right? So then the second week was like, it was opening more and more, and then like the fourth week we go to town, and now everyone just talks, everyone just loves each other. So the way I put it down on paper and then just bringing it to life was like, it was amazing. And I'm like, I don't know, I had imposter syndrome that I couldn't do it, but I'm pretty surprised, and I'm thankful that Lydia gave me my shot, because she is the one that, even when I started my makeup, she is the one like, you want to do makeup? And I was like, I don't know, I never did makeup. And it always just takes one person that believes in you, that's gonna push you. And that's what I told them too, because even just learning about them, they all have their different talents, and then I believe in all of them, that they can just keep going. And then we created a connection, and we can all be like lifelong friends too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember taking a life skills program back in the day, and like I know how helpful it could be. And like you said, like making those like bonding with the other people and becoming close and helping each other like get out of your shell, and encouraging each other and empowering each other, right? That's what your program is all about. And trying to help each other like get to that next step. And yeah, I think it's really really awesome. yeah, shout out to you, Trista, for putting this together. Like to have someone from Onion Lake with a program that they built themselves, and then something that you just continue building and tweaking and improving on, but you have it. So you
Mhm.
could take that around to different programs or even communities, especially First Nation, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's really awesome. Moving on to who wants to go here?
Georgette.
Georgette.
Georgette has a lot to say because like she tells me every day. You know, like when this program started, I knew it was gonna be all different ages, everybody from different walks of life. And Georgette always tells me every day like how she feels. And I told her, girl, tell that on the podcast. This is your time to shine. This program,
Yeah, when I started, I walked in there and then I seen these younger students,
Yeah.
and I was
I'll
like,
just interrupt real quick. Move your mic
oh,
closer a little bit. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, when I walked in there, everybody was young, and I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm in the wrong group. I and I shouldn't be here. That was my thought. So then, anyways, as I kept on going, every day I went, and then I thought, okay, I'm starting to be comfortable, starting getting out of my shell, and it was awesome. Like I get to know them, and
Mhm.
I get to tease them because
Yeah.
I do tease people
Yeah.
just to make people laugh and be comfortable.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I learned to say no, like set my boundaries at I'm kind of nervous here.
it's okay.
Yeah. No,
It's
it's
okay.
okay. You're doing good.
Mhm. So anyways, it's been so good.
Yeah.
Every day we had different programs, and every day we learned lots, and also with budgeting and stuff like that. Like I do budget, but sometimes it was different kind of like it was always for food and everything, right?
Mhm.
But still I don't know, it makes you think of what I sometimes played with my money sometimes, but
Mhm.
like gambling and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, when I could have bought something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And today is our last day, and I feel kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll be like, oh boy, geez, what do I do now on Monday
Yeah.
morning? So I got to start looking, and I finally did my resume and stuff like that. Well, actually, Shannon Shannon Lewis was the one that
Mm,
that filled everything up.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was awesome.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, no, I just want to say like what Trista said. Yeah, it's really nice to see like she said, like the different age groups and genders and stuff like getting involved with this. And to see you here, Georgette, it's really cool because again, going back to empowerment, I think for the viewers out in the community, the older ladies, like my mom, for example, just say, it shows them that like anyone could participate in programs like this, and it's never too late, right? And I think like you're a good example and a good like role model for that. And we all know the challenges we face in our communities, like even here. And one thing I've noticed with this program, because this program revolves around youth empowerment and woman empowerment. um yeah, I realize, especially having a daughter now, how much work women do in the family, in their own lives, in the community. And it's a lot of work. I realize that now. I think as men, a lot of times we kind of don't acknowledge that or recognize that because we're so busy doing whatever we're doing. um But yeah, and like women supporting women, that's something we like to try to encourage in here. So yeah, it's really nice to see you here, and I hope down the road with Trista's program that more women and ladies get involved, and to know that they don't have to be shy or scared, just to take that step. And I think you guys are in good hands with Trista. Like she's been around and has a lot of experience that I think she could share with not just the women and ladies and girls, but even the guys too, which we see in here. um yeah, so I'm gonna hand it over to Trista. If you have any questions or anything for Georgette, I think you guys have a good history and bond and stuff.
Well, it's just funny because like I know Georgette was shy and she was like scared when she first came to the program because that's what she expressed with me. She didn't know she was gonna be okay because it was like young people or what she was gonna learn, or it was from the hairdresser girl. Like, what am I gonna learn
Yes.
from the hairdresser girl? And it's funny too because even with Isaiah, because he sat in his desk and he looked at his binder and he seen my Beauty Life logo and he looked at me and he said, "Is this a microblading class?" And I said, "No, this is a personal development program." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And when we talk to him, he'll be able to share his story of how he first seen it and now after 4 weeks how it's grown. And I think everybody had a good experience because everyone came. 4 weeks is a long time. And I told them takes 21 days to build a habit. If you do something for 21 days straight, it's going to be built into your life now. And then you're creating a new habit. And they passed 21 days. So now they're ready to keep going. So if they do go to school, 21 days, 4 weeks, 1 month is nothing. They can just keep going now. So that was a big part of the program, was learning about the 21-day learning to succeed. And like what Georgette Sue said too, like the budgeting, we had a budget class and there was Michael Davidson. He's the Onion Lake chief.
Chief Finance.
Yeah,
CFO.
he came. Yeah, he came to the class and he's white passing too. But he's so funny. He's so down to earth. And honestly, we sat there for 2 hours straight listening to him. And usually you get tired, hey, but our class, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours straight, he just talked and he taught us so much. Even me, I'm like sitting there writing down notes. I was just like, wow, I wish I got him every week. And even like Alicia Oliver, shout out to Alicia Oliver at the Onion Lake Health Clinic, because she came and she talked about nutrition, diabetes, high blood pressure, and taught us how to like cook meals for people who are on a budget. Like especially like the staples like hamburger, noodles, craft dinner, how to make it a healthy meal, and she helped us every week. Every week she came, spoke on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays we cooked. So, empowering through cooking too was really a big part of our class.
And learning our health issues, like if you're diabetic or stuff like that. Yeah, good to learn. And
Yeah, I know that's really important. That's something that I just kind of started recently introducing into my life, is trying to learn about diet and nutrition and all that kind of stuff. And I'm realizing now, like, I guess common sense, but I think a lot of times we overlook it. But how important diet and nutrition is, like even more than working out and exercising, things like that, like they go hand in hand. But I think the core foundation is your diet when it comes to being healthy.
Yeah, because you need to be healthy inside and out, right? Because you can go to the gym every day, but if you're not taking care of the inside, you're just taking care of the out. Like it's not gonna work. You need to balance it out, and that's why nutrition was a big part of our class. And I'm so thankful that Alicia came, and she loves it. Like she's a big part of our community, and I'm so thankful for her.
Yeah, right on. Thanks for your comments, Georgette. We'll move on. I think we have 25 minutes. I think these guys got to go at 11. So, so we'll move on to the young man over here. Trista, you wanna
Introduce him?
yeah, take
So
this one.
this is Isaiah Lewis, and he's the one that I mentioned when he came into the classroom and he sat down and he seen the binder, because I have everybody got a binder and it had the Beauty Life logo on there. And then it was so funny because he was looking at it and he just looks at me and he looked up and he's like, "Is this a microblading class?" And I'm like, "No, this is personal development." He's like, "Oh, it's so pretty." My logo. And I said, "It's the only logo I have right now. It's like my makeup and hairdressing one." But yeah, this is Isaiah Lewis.
Hi, yeah, I'm Isaiah Lewis. I wasn't actually even supposed to be in the program. I was out job hunting, and I just was out handing my resume out everywhere I could go. And then I just so happened to stumble upon the ETC building. I was talking with Lydia and Shannon, and they recommended the empowerment program. And I was like, okay, as long as I'm guaranteed a job, I'll do whatever. I've got a support for my baby. And I'm a single dad, so I'd have it right here, right now. But my grandma at home is taking care of her. Shout
Yeah.
out to my grandma.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a job, and then I got in the second day, and I saw the cover. It's like, oh, that's too pretty. That's kind of a little too feminine for me, because men got to be man.
Yeah.
And I thought I better ask. And I knowing Trista too, she's all in beauty and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was perfectly respectable. And I just said something about it, commented, and I didn't realize that I actually needed this course. It actually helped me a lot, helped me grow as a person.
Yeah.
And it made me realize all this communication skills that I was lacking in, and stuff for my daughter too as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not just only helping her grow, I'm also growing with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. I'm a single dad too, and I have my daughter, and I know it's challenging, but it's motivating. It gives you purpose, and
It does, yeah.
having a little person around you like that is, yeah, I think it's something else. It's awesome. I love it. And I think you do too. I know what you're saying. So how is the experience for you with this program, like after the introduction with the microblading, and then you started doing nails? Is that how it went, or how did it go?
Well, actually, I was really skeptical about it because I wanted to do something more hands-on, and I didn't think it was gonna assist me in any way possible. I just had complete doubt in myself, really, nothing on her end. And then actually, when I started to continue with it, I started to realize the stuff that I wasn't learning properly or wasn't understanding, and I just took the time to work through it with Trista, and then I applied it to my work life, my home life. Did it with my baby, my family. Started changing my life around. I'm eating a lot better. If you've known me before, I was quite hefty,
Really?
so I'm slimming down.
Yeah, deadly. It's awesome. Yeah. So, what did you think of, or like along the way, um, like touring the Lakeland and the goat and all the other stuff you guys were doing? Did you discover a little bit, like maybe an area you wanted to get into, or focus more on in terms of employment or training, or
Yes, there was a big aspect of it. I was just thinking about working for somebody, and I didn't actually have a vision of my own business or my own running something. But then with Trista's help, I want to go into a fire and rescue, but it's not just security jobs. Fire and rescue, not just security.
yeah.
They're also there when there's accidents. If there's drunk drivers, you get into a head-on or whatever. And some days, we're able to save them. Some days, we can't save all of them.
Yeah.
Life, that's just life. And sometimes those are the people that are there to help you.
Yeah.
So they're not just security. Nowadays they're all like, I don't know, portrayed as bad, but they're great people. I love them. I want to be one of them. Actually, I want to go to school for it, bring it all back, and learn, teach my community. So that's my goal right now.
Yeah. Deadly. Trista, what was your experience with Isaiah through the program? Seems like he's a lot of fun, brings a lot of good energy.
Well, what's getting to know Isaiah, I didn't know like he was a single dad. And I'm the one day we had a moment at lunch, it got emotional, but I looked at him and I said, "You know what?" I said, "You're doing good." I said, "You're a single dad. There's nothing wrong with that." I said, "You know, there's going to be obstacles because I shared with him like that I was a single mom and I had that option when I was on SA. Do I stay on SA and do I stay at my mom's where it's safe, where I could keep my son, watch him go to school, or do I move to Lloyd and work at the hair den, pay rent, pay I didn't even have a vehicle. I had to go on a cab. Do I go have a career or do I just stay where it's safe? And I had to do what I had to do as a single parent just to make it work at the end of the day, even though I was broke, but just so I could keep moving on to the next level. And that's what I shared with Isaiah. I told him, I said, "You can do it." I said, "It's going to be hard at first. There's going to be obstacles, but it's going to get easier." And I share that with every parent, every single mom or dad, that it's hard at the beginning, but it's going to get easier because your kids get older and you sometimes you feel like, "Oh, I can't do it because I have my kid." But no, kids, they give us a superpower.
Yeah.
And I lost mine because my son turned 18. Just kidding. But they do, because I honestly, like, when I had my son when he was small, I always felt like I was invincible, like I could do anything and I wasn't afraid of anything. And now, like, and I could see that in Isaiah. Like, I believe in him. I know he could do it. Like, and I told him, I said, "You're a single dad. You and your daughter are gonna have such a strong bond because she's gonna look at you and how you loved her, how you raised her alone, and she's gonna, like, when she does get older and chooses a husband, it's gonna be like he's gonna have to be good as her dad. Like, there's that connection you're putting on her, and she's gonna grow up and she's not gonna settle for anything less than her dad." And that's what I told him. And it was a good moment because I knew, like, it made him smile, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to, like, empower and help them out. And that's when we had I don't know, it's making me emotional too because, like, I got close to them.
Mhm.
I just wanted to clarify that I'm not talking smack about her mom or nothing.
Oh yeah,
She's
no,
a
no,
great
no,
mom. I love her.
no, we're not
Yeah,
nothing about that,
that's all.
but just
Yeah.
Isaiah's a good dad, and I know he could do it. He could keep moving forward, and his daughter has a good role model.
Yeah. I think Isaiah's back in the doghouse now after that
Oh no,
comment.
I don't even have a dog to worry about.
Yeah. So just for the viewers out there, we were chatting in here before we went live, and I think Isaiah, like I told all you guys, like, there is opportunities here, and yeah, I could see you, like, this program utilizing you somehow. Maybe the guy in front of the camera on the
Oh
mic,
yes,
for Onion Lake,
future
Yeah.
opportunities.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, just keep your options open. And like I said, like, there's a lot of opportunities here for all you guys, for everybody, even the viewers. We need a lot of help in this program. So yeah, just keep your options open and feel free to reach out. And if it's something you want to try out, yeah, we could do that. And I know Ray is here and her son Drake. Don't mean to call you out there, but I know Drake. And like I said, like we have the mobile set up, like, equipment, so we could take it around anywhere in the community or wherever. Yeah, and like we're always open to ideas on live streaming out there. Like, if you guys want to do a program or anything where you're teaching, like, mechanics or hunting or land-based stuff, things like that, like, we could do that. And I know, like, Drake's kind of into that kind of area. Before we go to Drake, anything else, Mr. Isaiah?
Yes, I also want to give a shout out to Matthew Fox. He's the owner and creator of Red Savage Boxing. It's one of the programs that I help with. He's the creator and owner, and then we have some coaches, Cody Bear, Clinton Dillon, myself, and we help out with the high school kids. If you know some kids that you want to learn some defense or confidence, bring them over. We're gonna be at Eagle View. Talk to Matthew Fox if for more questions. He's the coordinator. Just get a hold of him.
Yeah. Yeah, deadly. Yeah, this program's gonna actually try get involved there too. I'm talking to Matt right now, and we wanna like showcase what you guys are doing in there, and hopefully help with recruiting more kids. Giving them purpose and something to do, keeping them busy in a healthy way. So, yeah, man, that's cool that you're involved there. Um, Miss Trista, you wanna introduce
Oh,
the next one?
the tiny baby son Drake.
Yeah, our little baby here.
So Drake's a good guy to have in our class. He brings laughter. He always says, "I didn't even want to be in this class, but I was here every day." And then, like, just seeing him like from the first day, just opening up his shell and just getting more talkative and confident. It was really nice to see him like blossom and come out of his shell. And he's a funny guy, and he wants to start his own company. So I'm proud of him, and I know he could do it because it's in his blood. His mushum, his uncles, his whole family, they're all hands-on workers. And that's what I told them too, like at the beginning of the class. I said, just because if you're not good at reading like me, like, it's so funny because I was like, I have my whiteboard, and I had my programs on there. Sometimes I misspelled stuff, and I told them, I said, "See, I can't even write right sometimes. I can't even pronounce big words. They'd have to help me." But like Drake, he's really good with his hands. He's really smart, and he's so young. Like, and he does a lot of things, and I'm pretty proud of him because I know he will open up his business that he wants to do.
Yeah, and for the people that don't know him or haven't met him yet, he's the cute little baby sitting on the end of it. Oh yeah, Drake, we'll come to you. How was the experience for you, and how you doing? All that.
It was pretty good. I only joined the course for a guaranteed job because I was sick of sitting around. I was hunting for jobs, never got hired. So when I joined the course, I was like, oh, I'll just sit in the back, go on my phone, just write it out, just to get a guaranteed job at the end. But after the first week, I started to get to know people. So just put my phone away to start talking to people. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I know Jake too from before. Yeah, and I know he's a hard worker, and he can do a lot of heavy lifting and things like that. I think he's a good guy to have around in any program or job or business, especially when it comes to the hands-on stuff. And like Trista said, like like he has the ability to pick up things quick and to learn quick and kind of put like pieces of the puzzle together from my little experience with him. Not only that, but to be honest, in my own experience, Drake, I think Drake has the like biggest heart in the world. He's a big dude, big young guy, but he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. So any stories with him or anything?
No, I'm just proud of Drake because he did come out of his shell, and I did notice that about him at the beginning. And it's not easy, going into a class run by a woman too, right? And you don't know what it's about. And I'm just proud of him that he came out of his shell and he opened up because he started enjoying it. And I know he did because he's laughing and hanging out with people and just getting to know him, and realizing that he has these big dreams. And anything's possible if you put your mind to it and you really work hard, especially being so young and having the experience you have already. You just got to keep moving forward. Don't take no for an answer. You already know what you want to do. Like, you're set on it, and I know you could do it.
Yeah. I do have a fine option job for you here, Drake. If you're interested. No, just kidding. But anything else? Like how like one thing you said, and like I said, like I took a program like this back in the day, and the bonding, with the group, that's something I valued really a lot, especially where I was in my life at the time. I was kind of in a like rut and not in a good place. And being in a program like this really helped me. And I know you touched on that, and I could relate with that. For all you guys,
Mhm.
like I'm really just personally, like I'm proud of all you guys for doing this, and like helping each other,
Yeah.
helping
Supporting each
yourself.
other, yeah.
Jake, what else? What
Any
else
shout
is on
outs?
your mind?
Oh,
You got your heavy equipment too, this
Yeah.
recently?
yeah, last summer.
Was that a part of this program or another
No.
program?
Another program.
Mm. So what kind of job or direction are you hoping after this?
Just construction.
Heavy equipment.
Well, they did get hired. He's getting a job right after he's done.
Oh.
He's starting work with
Okay.
Public Works. So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. Deadly. How tall are you, Jake?
6'5", 6'8" with my boots on.
Yeah. Drake's a big boy, man. Like I said, he has the biggest heart in the world. He's awesome. Yeah. So, any shout outs to anybody? Your mom, maybe?
I'd like to say good morning to my bro. He's in the comments. Clayton Tatusis.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I can think of.
Your mushum, googum.
No, they don't even go on Facebook.
Show them
you
later
gotta
on
show
YouTube.
Yeah. Tell them to add this page. This thing is all about Onion Lake. We try to capture Onion Lake stories and programs and promote Onion Lake stuff. I think for the elders, I think it'd be something good too for them. So,
I think I'd be too shy to show my Muslim and Google this. So
you're gonna be a celebrity. All right, moving on. Thanks, Jake. We'll go back to Miss Trista.
Yeah, I just want to introduce Trisha Cook. She's one of the participants in the program, and she's actually moving on. She got accepted for environmental science, and she's going to be going to Lakeland if she decides to keep moving forward. So I'm pretty proud of her for taking that step. She's also doing upgrading while she takes this program. So she's here all day and then she's doing homework. So I'm pretty proud of her.
Yeah. Yeah. So Trisha.
Yeah.
Trisha. Yeah. So what was the experience like for you?
Well, I don't know. My mom just mentioned that there's a program happening, and I seen that it was Trista Cook that was hosting it, and it was empowerment, personal development, and my mom thought it'll be like beneficial for my social skills or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took it to make my mom proud, and also heard that there's a possibility of like a job, and I was looking for an after school job, or and so I took it, and taking this program made me figure out like what I was passionate about, like what I wanted to do in the future, or even the present. Like what I was passionate about was landscaping, and I wanted to know more about it, and start transplanting and get onto the bigger stuff of it. And then it just so happens that they were having a environmental science course coming up
At Lakeland or
here 2 months, and then in Lakeland.
yeah. Yeah, no, deadly. Just my own observation. I'm probably wrong about this, and I'm not trying to be offensive. Just like I want to say, like you seem like a shy person. It's the same with me. But what I'm saying though is like right now, with you engaging in this and stuff, yeah, I think that's really cool. And kind of what the others have said, like with the bonding and building those relationships and helping each other. Did you notice that if like that bonding kind of helped you with your social skills and kind of getting out of your shell and stuff like that?
Yeah, just seeing them every day and doing uh things together and building that bond and that friendship. Uh yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see that, like with all you guys, like like we've all been there. I've been there too when I was young. Like I'm still like that right now, and yeah, and I think it's really cool like to see all you guys, like the good energy you guys have that you brought in here, that you're sharing with the community and the viewers. Yeah, and like I said before, like I could relate with that, and yeah, I think this is a really cool program that you guys are doing with helping preparing to take that next step with work somewhere or school or training or whatever it is. Yeah, and I just want to encourage you guys, like encourage you too, like to keep going, keep grinding, keep growing, keep challenging yourself. That's how you grow. And yeah, and I think it's really cool that you kind of found an area of interest for yourself with landscaping and stuff like that. um yeah, like in terms of employment, maybe just a recommendation or just just putting this out there for you, like with the area of interest landscaping, like maybe down the road talk to the lands department because they do like land assessments. Maybe this ties in somehow some way, but they go out to, like in up north or wherever, and they collect data and samples of the soil and the plants and the medicines and things like that to assist with community development and things like that, but this respecting like the natural world around us, the plants and the water and all of that. So this maybe something you might be interested as well. And the landscaping stuff, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and maybe Trista could like speak on this a little more another time. Like I think you'd be able to like make some money off of that in the community, like like an entrepreneur starting a little business and offering or willing to do planting or gardening for communities and homes in the reserve in the community. So just something to keep in mind. I'm not really sure if that's an area for you that you're interested in. Before we move on, we'll come back to Trisha, right?
Yeah.
um yeah, I'll hand the floor back to both of you and Trista. If there's anything else you guys want to touch on.
No, I just wanted to say that I'm proud of all of them. A lot of them are seeing what their passion is, like what Trisha said. That was a big thing in our program, was finding out what career we wanted to go with, what our passion was, how to find your passion. Because I always said, when you have a passion and you have a job, it feels like you don't work, like you never worked a day in your life. And me, my passion is like talking with people and empowering people. So being a hairdresser, then being a makeup artist, and then a personal trainer. And I'm currently training to get my nutrition, be certified like with healthy eating and weight loss. So I'm very passionate about empowering people. So this program too, it all ties in. And I told them, when you find your career and you find your passion, it feels like you never worked a day in your life. And I honestly feel like I never worked, like all these years of working since I was 18 and I'm 39. Like I don't I feel like it went by so fast that, I wake up and I want to go to work. I wake up and I'm happy. And I mentioned that, like, when you're not happy at your job, you'll never be successful, because you're gonna wake up, you don't want to go to work, you don't like the people you're working with, it's stressful, and it really hurts you from the inside and out. And when you do find a passion, you're gonna go to work, you're gonna be happy, and that's how you be successful. And that's what I shared with them. And I'm happy Trisha brought that up, because that was one of my main focuses and goals in this program, was to let them know that when you find a passion, like, you'll be successful.
Yeah. Last one for you, Trisha. Do you have a favorite memory from the past 4 weeks, or moments, or anything like that?
I guess just the motivation that we somehow give off to each other, and just the healthy, eating and staying fit, and routine, and just gaining those tools under my belt, and sticking with it. And it's just like a good feeling overall, and I think that's what I'm taking out of this program.
Deadly. Right on. Awesome. Yeah, so we'll move on. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Trisha. So we'll come back to Miss Whitstone. Just from the discussion we had here, did any other memories or anything come up just from listening to the other ones, or did anything get triggered? Passions, feelings, anything?
Yeah, lots of feelings, like because I've been a caregiver since 2000, probably 2000, no, 2010, with my granddaughter, and I started raising her. And then from there, I've been a caregiver since last year now. So I'm just kind of just me and my granddaughter left at the house now, and then I was trying to say, geez, I don't want to be all by myself in a house and do nothing. So so when I seen the program, what Trista was doing, and then so I went and signed up, and then like same thing, like I was shy, but it kind of opened me up more, because I get to realize there's stuff out there that you can do more, like you open a door, and then you keep going, then you'll open another door to new stuff that you. So I don't know, so I'm just wondering if like I don't want to stay home, so I don't even know what to do on Monday. Probably uh look for jobs and stuff
Yeah.
like that, start putting my resume out there, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave one here too, or bring one here on
Yeah.
Monday, or whenever you get it ready.
mm-hmm.
We'll try. Yeah, well, like this program here, the umbrella of this program, underneath it, part of what we do here is kind of what Trista's doing, what SA is doing, what Lydia's doing with their program. Like, part of what we do is we try to capitalize on programs, like creating programs, depending on the need in the community, things like that. And again, like, women empowerment is a big piece of this program. So I think we could try to find a way to utilize you in that area for the community. Yeah, like, again, like, I know women supporting women empowering women, that's something I try to encourage and believe in. Like, I think traditionally we all know the importance the women, like the role they played in our communities, especially like before, like, colonization and contact. And I think trying to, like, not like recreate that, but just kind of just entertain that idea, empowering the woman. I think for me, like I heard an elder one time, maybe a couple of years ago, and he was talking about the community, the past, present, and future. And the one thing that he said was, when our women rise or when they're empowered, then our community like will begin to heal or benefit like more greatly, because our women are kind of being empowered and supported and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think someone like you could be a really valuable piece in the community, especially like taking the step to join this program. And
Yeah, because I was shy and I was kind of scared. I didn't think I'd fit in, and I was like, oh my god, just young generation here, and I'm so old. That's all I thought to myself for 1 week there. So I kept pushing myself,
Mm,
and then I started to feel comfortable with the group that I'm in,
mm,
and they're so awesome, and it lifted me up. Yeah, I wasn't scared anymore. Like I can do this. Like
yeah.
yeah, I may be old, but I can still push myself,
Yeah.
and there's doesn't matter. Like if you're old, you can still do it. Yeah,
Mm,
just push yourself
yeah.
and try and succeed in more in your life, that because we do have to do a lot of learning still there, and it's still out there. Just got to reach out and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Learning is lifelong. So, it's cool that you're participating in that. And I don't think you're like old. I think we all agree, like you're still young and um can still wrestle and box and sprint 100
She
meters.
has been working out. Just letting you know.
Yeah. So moving on. We'll come to the other young lady here. No,
Too shy.
too shy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hand the floor back to Trista if you just want to introduce
Yeah.
the other ones that are part of this.
Well, Elora Budnerick is also part of this program. Her and Trisha have been accepted in the environmental science program that's here in Onion Lake for 2 months. And then they have the option of going to Vermilion for 2 years, and then they'll be like fully certified. There's also Sterling Morris. He's in our program, and Louis Chief and Ray Misto, Helen Red Iron. We have 9 of us in here. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for having us. It was a surprise because like I reached out to the podcast like just a few days ago. I was like, I wonder if they'll accept us. And I'm happy that, because this is opening doors for them too. This is a little, even just coming on here and talking, like you said, like it's hard. It's not easy, especially like being a shy person. Like even for me, like I remember I told you I used to be so shy. Now I'm like, okay, like I could come on here. But just seeing you guys come in here and you guys talking, I'm like super proud of you, because it's gonna take you a long way. Having communication skills will take you a long way, because you'll be able to stand up for yourself. You'll be able to always like talk for yourself. No one will walk all over you. And like if you go to school, you could speak up. If you go to work, you could speak up. It takes a lot to speak on here. So that's good. I'm proud of you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before we go, I just want to mention to Georgette, even the other ladies, there is a ladies group forming and starting to do stuff right now. Carmen Carter and those ladies. So maybe reach out to them, and they try to do like sharing circles and women support stuff, women stuff. So yeah, just an idea. Yeah, and just to keep staying involved in the community and things like that. Yeah, so we have some comments here before we go. Let's read them real quick. Clayton to Trista.
Always him. He's just mad because you know what happened last year. My very first time coming to Winterfest, I chopped wood faster than him, and he's been chopping wood all his life. And I just tried it one time, and I beat his time. And you know what his excuse was? Is my axe it's not my axe and it's dull. And I said, sure, I use the same axe. So now he's always on my case.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not gonna rematch this year. Just kidding, because I'm playing basketball now during that weekend.
Retired a
Yeah.
champ.
1 year only.
Jamba Juice. Good morning. My beautiful niece from Auntie Jojo. Matthew to Isaiah. Good job. Waverly. Right on. Good job, Trista, for creating something for Onion Lake. Also, good job to the participants. All right. Yeah, so I think we're coming to the end. They do have a graduation, or today's their
Yes, today's the
graduation for
grad.
this program. Yeah, so just for me personally, like I want to wish you guys well, and I'm proud of you guys for participating in this. I know it could be hard, but yeah, I wish you guys well on your journey going forward, and I hope you guys have a good grad today and a good weekend, and behave and be safe. Before we go, last closing words from Miss Trista, and then we'll shut it down.
I just want to say thank you for having us here, because this is also empowering them, seeing like how our community supports each other. Even just being in this room is empowering. It's showing them like, us Native people, we can do anything we want. This was probably a dream. This was probably their idea, and they brought it to life. And we could do anything we want. We just got to work for it. And that's to anybody, even the viewers out there. I just want to shout out to Lydia for believing in me to have this program, because even when you don't believe in yourself, it just takes one person. Find your support group, find the people that that will always support you to do good, because you need to support yourself with people that will move forward with you. And just surround yourself with good people, and then they'll take you a long way.
Yeah. Just before we go, don't be afraid to include us in your program here for the next one that comes up, and all
Yep.
future ones. We'll try to help with too.
Yeah, awesome.
some way.
Thank you.
So I think with that we'll shut it down. Thanks everybody for tuning in and visiting, and we'll catch up again soon, and wish you all a good day. Hi.